Let's recycle a 40-pound bag of sunflower seeds into a beautiful market tote. It's so easy. So all you need is a seed bag, and we feed sunflower seeds to our chickens and also to these bushy furry birds that hang around our feeders all the time eating those sunflower seeds out. But my bag is empty now, and I want to turn it into a farmer's market tote so this summer I can carry it with me when I visit the farmer's market. So it's easy to do. First step is to cut off the bottom of your bag. Now this is a nice plastic, so it is waterproof. And I'm just going to go across the bottom there and cut off the bottom of that bag. I don't need the entire bag. Then I'm going to go and straighten up that seam line at the top of the bag where it was cut open. I'm going to fold it in half, press it down, and just eyeball it. This does not have to be perfect, and I'm just going to straighten out that line at the top, right, with my scissors. So there is our bag all ready to make a nice deep tote. Now it's kind of dusty and dirty inside, so we're going to flip this inside out and then take a clean damp cloth and just wipe it off. You don't have to wash it, just wipe off that dust from the sunflower seeds. Now you could leave this as is and not worry about lining, but I wanted mine lined, so there is the bag. I've laid some orange fabric out and measured it the exact same size as the bag and cut it, and then I've got two handles cut out. So now we're going to turn it back inside out and just sew across the bottom, just a straight stitch across the bottom of our bag. Using my machine, I'm just going across the bottom with a 5/8 inch seam line and just sewing right across. Now I want the bottom of my bag to sit flat. So I'm going to show you this technique where you sew both corners of the bottom of your bag to make it flat. So we're going to fold that one corner into a triangle, just like that. Turn it over, and there's the seam. Fold it down, and then I use my plate at the bottom there as a guide to see how big I want to make this across the bottom, and just sew right across there like a triangle. Okay, and I'm going to turn it around and do the other side exactly the same way. Open it up and then flatten it out just like that. I'm going to place this right under the machine and sew straight across, the exact same size as I did the other one. Make sure you get all your puckers out, then just straight across. All right, so then when we turn the bag, it is going to have a nice flat bottom. So I'm turning it inside out, pressing open those two edges there, and you can see it's got a nice straight line across, and so you've got a nice bottom base. The bigger your triangle, the bigger the base. So if you wanted a small base, you would make a smaller triangle. This ended up being a 5.5 inch bottom, which was perfect. It's nice and wide now, so I can get a lot of things into that bag. All right, next step, we got to do our lining. So this is the fabric that I picked for the lining. It matches it perfectly. And so we're going to do the same thing that we did with that bag. Now the bottom of this was on the fold, so all I have to do is sew up the two sides. I'm doing a 5/8 inch seam line down both of those sides of the lining. And then we're going to do the base the exact same way. We're going to fold it into the triangle like that. All right, we're going to place it under the machine, and I'm doing it the exact same size as I did the other bag. All right, we'll do both sides, and then we can tuck that into our bag. There's the other side. See how easy this is? Very simple. I've made a lot of tote bags in my days. All right, so now we do wrong sides together. push down that lining down into the bag, and you should have quite a bit extra left there, maybe 2 inches to fold over. Okay, so using my clips, I've gone around the edge and folded it over one time and then one time again, and then I clip it in place all the way around the bag. And you may need to pick it up and push that lining down and open it up. Make sure it's nice and flat inside. We're going to go all the way around and make sure it's nice and secure. Okay, you can see I'm putting in just a couple more clips. I'm pushing down that lining down in the bottom so it looks like that inside. Then we're going to go to the machine and top stitch around that seam line to sew our lining into the bag. Now you could do a decorative stitch. I just did a straight stitch. This is going to be a very used bag, so I didn't really put a lot of decorative touches on it. The color and the bird pictures are just so beautiful. You don't really need to do much more. After sewing all the way around the bag, it's time to work on the handle. So I've got two 3-inch by 24-inch pieces of fabric. I've ironed on some interfacing. I'm going to fold that in half, stitch down both sides and across the back, but leave about a 3-inch opening for turning. Then you're going to turn those handles and press them. I did top stitch mine, and I'm going to show you how to stitch those to the bag. So I've got them pinned in place. And nice and long handles. You could do short handles, whatever size you want to do, but I want to put this on my shoulder. And then when I attach the handles, I just do like a rectangle with an X in the middle, and that just securely holds it in place. And now our bag is finished. You could do this with chicken feed, horse feed, dog food bags, any type of those plastic bags that feed comes in. If you'd like to learn how to make an apron using these bags, for a nice waterproof apron, check out this video in the description box below. Thank you all so much for watching. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, share. Thank you all. Have a very blessed day.